Hello and welcome back to this new podcast episode. Alexandre and Olivier and Alexandre back with you. Hope you're doing well. This week we'll do the second part about OCR accessible technologies for blind users. So we'll discuss about technologies that are available on mobile, iOS and Android, and we'll also cover standalone reading machines. Be advised that this podcast is longer than usual, approximately 1 hour and a half, so you can take all the time you want to listen to it. And for us, we'll be back with you after Easter holiday. Enjoy!
Hello everybody, welcome to this second podcast about OCR application. Olivier with you, back with Alex. Hi Alex.
Hey everybody, how are you doing?
Fine, you?
I'm well too. A lot of job, but everything's okay.
Yeah, for me too, a lot of job, but we will survive. As the song say, I will survive, so we will survive.
We will.
So, to start off this new podcast, we will go ahead and focus on KNFB Reader on Android, which is also available on iOS. By the way, KNFB Reader is also available on iOS. But we will focus for now on the Android version. So we both have it on our Pixels. So Alex, you have your phone plugged in right now, and maybe you could show us the app.
Yeah, sure. And just before we go ahead with the KNFB, during the podcast, we'll show you also other OCR apps available on Android, as well as different solution available on iOS a bit later. And then we'll conclude with standalone reading device. So without further ado, yes, I'll go ahead and grab the Pixel phone.
Home screen 1 of 2. Device unlocked.
There we go.
Pixel launcher.
So
Play Store.
I'll
Message phone.
go ahead and
Apps
open
apps list. Grid.
apps list.
Apps list.
There we
Showing
go.
up. Search. KNFB Reader.
Here it is.
Action. Take picture. Take picture of the document and read the text. Button.
Cool.
Double
So
tap to activate.
first button that we're on is the take picture button. So take picture to grab a picture of a document. But before this button, there's also other control.
Tilt on. Tilt guidance.
So what is the tilt guidance?
So it has to do with the angle of your phone through the document. So if your phone is straight, it will not vibrate. However, let's say straight angle is 90 degrees. Let's say you put your phone into 60 degrees or something like that. It will vibrate. And the more closed will be your angle, the more it will vibrate.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and turn the feature on.
On.
Perfect. And now the phone is on my desktop. So if I raise the phone and I pay attention, it will not vibrate. Oop. And if, listen to it. So actually, I'll get it closer to the microphone. So actually, you know, I'm moving the phone like now it's vibrate more because it's approximately 45 degrees. Let me try to place it like on a flat surface. There we go. It stopped vibrate. Then now I change the angle and it start vibrating
Take
again.
picture. Take
There we go.
picture of tilt. Take picture. Take tilt on. Camera flashes on. Double tap to change camera flash mode. Button.
It allows you to specify if you want the flash to be on or not.
Or automatic.
Camera flashes off. Camera flashes automatic.
Here we
Double
go.
tap to change camera.
So with the automatic mode, yes, it will detect the light and then it will adjust the flash depending on the brightness of where you are located. So personally, I'll select on.
Camera flashes on.
Perfect.
Double tap to change camera flash mode. Settings. Double tap to
Here's
activate.
the setting panel.
File Explorer. Double
And
tap to activate.
the File Explorer like we talked about with Windows before. So I'll swipe right and come back to take picture.
Set tiltate. Field of view report.
And just after
Report
this
camera
one,
position relative to the document.
here's the
Button.
field of view
Double tap
report.
to activate.
Olivier, I think you discussed about this one when we talk about the Surface camera, right?
Yeah, and we were not able to demonstrate it. So it will tell you 4 edges are visible or top right corner is visible. It will essentially guide you.
Correct. And now I'll be able to demonstrate it. Let me first of all disable the tilt.
Tape tilt on. Off.
There we go.
Tape field of view report.
Then
Report camera position relative to the document.
if I go ahead and raise the phone, I put it in the center of the sheet. Then I raise it, double click.
Top edge is visible. Rotated 0 degrees counterclockwise.
I think I'll need to move it a bit.
Field of view report. All 4 edges are visible, rotated 5 degrees clockwise.
So all edges are visible. However, I can rotate a bit, but you know, it's approximation, but I was perfectly centered on the sheet. I raised the phone approximately 12 inches.
Add picture from library. Choose a picture from device library to be added. Button.
If we want to scan a pic,
Batch mode off. Double tap to change setting. Button.
what's the batch
Double
mode?
tap to
It allows you to scan multiple pages, so basically you take several pictures and it OCR once you turn this off. Very useful if you have, let's say, a chapter to scan or...
Like a big book and you just want to turn pages, so you'll be able to scan it, right? Let's continue.
set language. Current selection. English. Button.
So set
Double tap to
language,
activate.
I think I have nothing to tell more about this one.
Select document type. Current type. Multi-column. Button.
And
Double tap to
the
active.
column divided. So if the column divider, so if I'm scanning a book, I can select a multi-column document, or if I want to scan a single page, I can change it for a single column. However, I'll leave it by default because anyway, it's gonna detect if multi-column is selected, if there is text on the left and on the right, and so I'll be able to scan both part at the same time, and KNFB will divide the stuff for me.
Select picture mode. Current selection. Manual. Button.
Here's the picture mode selection. The manual requires to click on take a picture.
Select profile.
Let
Showing
me
item
click
1
on
to
it.
select profile. Manual picture. Automatic picture. Document stand. Not checked.
And we have 3 options here. So the manual, the automatic. What is automatic? When all 4 edges of the documents are visible, it is possible to ask KNFB to automatically take the picture. However, it's a bit difficult to use, but some users like to use this. And what about the last option?
Document stand.
The document stand. Yes, it is possible to purchase some stand for iPhone or Android phone. So you can put the phone on it, then put the document just under the stand and ask KNFB to scan as soon as a paper will be visible.
Back.
So
Button.
let me
Out
click
of
on
list.
back. There we go.
Take picture. Add. Back. Set. Select picture mode.
And here we go. So maybe we can go ahead and click on Take Picture. I'll not gonna explain the File Explorer as well as the Setting panel in detail. Maybe, Olivier, you can talk a bit more later about how to export a scanned document, but let's start with scanning paper.
So set batch mode. Field of Take Picture. Take picture of the document and read the text. Button.
So I'll
Double
not
tap to
ask
activate.
for any kind of
Field of
field of view
picture.
report. I'll just put the pixel at the center of the document. Then I'll raise it up. Then double click.
Take picture.
About Canadialog. Canadialog is dedicated to a single passion of contributing to the well-being of people with visual impairments by providing high-quality low vision and braille solutions. Through innovative products and accessible ICEs, we want to make easier life for these individuals by promoting communication as well as social, personal and professional end.
Sounds great.
Alexandre Behemer. Blind, Alexander has been employed by Canadialog since 2014. He has been working as an adaptive techer support supervisor for Braille Prodi. Moreover, he is.
Okay, perfect. So, I just got the text. Perfect. And maybe we can discuss about the options available. I'll start at the beginning of the screen.
Page 1 of 1.
So, one page.
Settings.
Settings.
Double view image. Button.
View image. If you
Double
want
tap.
to view what the iPhone just scanned.
Add page to document. Button.
Add page to
Double
document.
tap to activate. Redo OCR. Button.
If we want to ask to perform the OCR again.
Save document. Button.
So the save document. Maybe, Olivier, you can discuss about what is the format in use by KNFB. How can we export a document in a readable format for all?
You have the RTF or TXT format.
Yeah, however, when we go ahead and save the document, like on Microsoft apps, it's going to be the same proprietary format than we'll find on Windows. So I think there's a procedure we need to use to export the document, right?
I don't remember actually. I think it can save it directly into... Actually, I haven't used it since a while, so I don't remember.
Usually, when saving a document, you'll need to synchronize with Dropbox, and then you'll need to go into the file manager and ask to export the document in a readable format for everybody. Let's continue.
Web view.
Here's the web view.
About Canadialog.
Containing the text we've just scanned.
Canada. Through in Alex.
So I'll
Previous play.
skip.
Button. Previous sentence. Button.
Previous sentence.
Double tap to activate.
When reading the text, you can go back to previous sentence this way.
Play. Button.
Play pause.
Next sentence.
Next
Button.
sentence.
Next page. Button. Disabled.
And so to go to next page, however, it's disabled because there's only one.
Set language. Current selection.
And
English.
it
United
is
States.
possible to
Button.
change the
Double
language
tap to activate.
when reading the document. If the language is not the right one, you can change it this way.
Reading speed. Select reading speed.
Reading
Button.
speed. So
Double
you can
tap to activate.
double tap and then make a choice. And that's it.
I would just like to come back on the view image button. You said that it could show us what the iPhone was saying, but it can be an Android phone as well, because right now we are on Android.
Yeah, I think I said the iPhone. You're right. The the smartphone. Let's say the smartphone. So what the smartphone grab as a pick?
Okay, so that was it for the demo of KNFB on Android. Before we go ahead and show you other apps, please note that KNFB is also available on the Braille Note Touch. It is included with it. So, Alex, maybe if you want to tell us more about it.
Yes, since approximately Keysoft 2.0, KNFB is included for free. The Braille Note Touch includes a camera with 2 LEDs. Even if Braille Note Touch include this kind of camera, the result is not perfect with KNFB because it is very, very, very light sensitive with the Braille Note Touch. And the other thing is that it can be a bit difficult to grab an entire 8.5 by 11 inches sheet, so letter format sheet. It's a bit hard to grab the sheet in a single view. Sometimes we need to capture the top of the sheet and complete with the bottom of it a bit later on.
And KNFB costs $160 on the Play Store. So once the trial period has expired, once you used your 25 pictures allowed into demonstration mode, you need to purchase it. It's a $160 in-app purchase. So this is expensive. This is very expensive. However, they have a good support, the KNFB team. Alex, you had to contact the support.
Yes, I recently got an issue with a license that I previously paid on the Play Store. And yes, I've go ahead and I contact the KNFB Reader Tech Support. It was impossible to retrieve the license. I don't know why, so that's why I go ahead and contact the support. And yes, I got a great service. I was finally able to explain them what was going on, and really they took the time to find a solution. And yes, now the issue is solved. So yes, the software is really expensive. However, they offer great technical support and their staff is really great. So that's a good point for KNFB Reader on Android, and not especially for Android, but for iOS too. So that's something I'd like to mention. The tech support is really great.
We will come back later on in the podcast on KNFB on iOS. For now, we have a couple of apps to talk about on Android. So the first one is called Office Lens. It is made by Microsoft. And the major inconvenience of this app, I believe, is that you have to have Word installed, right, Alex?
Yes, you have. And especially you'll need to be able to synchronize files with a OneDrive account. It's going to be better. How it works, it will allows you to scan a document, and then the app will OCR this document and will convert it in a Word format. Using Word, you'll be able to go ahead and read the document. So it's a bit tricky to use because you'll have to, first of all, scan the document, then generate the Word file, then go ahead and open the file in a third time. And so it's not an instant result. So it's free, but it's not instant. This app is available either on Android and on iOS. But personally, I have better suggestion than Office Lens because it's a bit harder to use sometimes.
Yeah, even though this app is not perfect, Microsoft made a really good job with an app which is not available on Android, unfortunately. This app is called Seeing AI. We will discuss about it later.
Yes. On Android, we have also 2 other apps that I go ahead and test. I test a couple of more, but these 2 apps were more than interesting. I first go ahead and test the text grabber apps made by ABBY. That's the company who provide Fine Reader on PC. This app is working well. It's not really expensive. I think it's around $10 on the Play Store, and it's working well. The camera can grab the entire text. However, regarding the guidance, it's a bit difficult. So you'll have not a lot of information about what the camera is seeing, and so you'll have some time to guess when taking a picture and make sure you are properly centered in the center of your document. But this is working correctly compared to other free OCR apps or apps that are less expensive on Android. But yes, Text Grabber, it's working, but it's so-so. And I think we've go ahead and test another one. Maybe we can talk about it right now.
Just before, I just want to mention that Fine Reader is the OCR that OpenBook uses. So the creators of Text Grabber are the ones that make the Fine Reader OCR engine.
You're right. And the other app is called
ID, so IEYE-D.
Correct. So like high digital, like an I. So I'll go ahead and open this app right now.
ID.
There we
Welcome to ID. ID.
We have a couple of options here.
Open navigation drawer button.
Okay, so that's a menu where you'll have the possibility to change some settings.
ID. Selfie camera button and list 7 items. Where am I button? Around me button. See object and image button. Read text and image button. Contact us button. Showing items 1.
There we go. You'll have a couple options regarding GPS and possibility to recognize a scene. But the feature that will interest us today will be read text and image. So I'll go ahead and click this button.
Camera active. Right swipe the select camera button to click picture and read text. Vision
mode.
Take picture button. Share text button. Save text.
We have the possibility to share text or save text. However, we'll see a bit later on that we have some add-on that we can purchase in-app. So in-app purchase you can buy that will allows you to share text or to copy text or to create a document to export. First of all, I'll go ahead and take a quick scan of a document. So I'll place my phone on a flat surface. The document is just under. My phone is in the center of it, approximately. And
take picture button.
Take picture.
Double tap to take picture and analyze.
Then I'll go ahead and raise my phone and double click.
Processing image.
Here we go.
Wait. Image content 2001-2016-0046 Facts Chief Ethicist shocked by dismissal. Termination by Ottawa Hospital painful experience. Foreman Azim Levac/Thomas Foreman. The Ottawa Hospital's chief ethicist has been dismissed from his job. A clinical ethicist with a PhD in moral philosophy, he has worked at the hospital for almost 7 sans titter. Atana Hospital's
Okay, perfect. I'll cut speech right here. So that's pretty cool. We were able to read the text that was on the paper. Then I'll go ahead and swipe on the screen.
Take picture button.
So another button to take a pic.
Share text.
Share
button.
text.
Save text.
Save
button.
text.
Image content
And
2001-2016
the image content right here.
Facts
If I'd like to share the picture, yes, this is not a free option. However, I'll have the possibility right here on image content to call the talkback general context menu by swiping down and right.
Alert global context
The
menu.
global context.
Global read from repeat last spell last utterance. Copy last utterance to clipboard.
This option. So copy last occurrence to clipboard, and then I'll have the possibility to paste text in any kind of edit box I'd like. So if I'm using a note editor, I'll be able there to paste the text previously said by talkback. So just to show you, I'll go ahead and double click on it.
Copied. Image content 2001-2016-0046.
Perfect. And we can
by dismissal. Termination
here
by
again
hospital
the image content. So now I'll be ready to, let's say, press home.
Home.
Then
screen,
open, let's say, a message, an email, then paste the content
Pixel
right
launcher.
here. All right. And
just note that you will need to invoke the local context menu in order to paste it. So up and right.
you're right. Yes, correct. And inside the edit box, you'll have to call this menu instead of the global context menu. And the price for this apps on the Play Store, it's around $6.
Great. So now maybe we can move on to iOS.
Sure. And so what will be the first app maybe we can discuss about?
KNFB Reader.
Here we go. So yes, there's also a version of KNFB Reader
9 p.m.
available on iOS. So I'll go ahead
FaceTime.
and show you something a bit interesting about the version of KNFB on iOS. So let me go ahead and
Hangouts.
open
Google Maps.
KNFB.
One reader.
Where it
Light
is.
detect much.
Just
KNFB
before
reader.
you
Indigo.
open it, I will say that on iOS, unlike Android, you cannot have a trial version. So you have to pay like $140 immediately to have it.
Yes, so if you want to try it, maybe you can find an Android phone, so you'll have the possibility to try it. And by the way, for those who listen to the podcast on Windows, there's no trial also available on the KNFB Reader app for Windows.
KNFB reader.
There we go.
KNFB reader. File Explorer button.
And then
File Explorer
I'll
button.
show you the options
Settings button.
very quickly because it's quietly the same.
Camera flashes on button. Tilt guidance switch button on.
So the tilt,
Double tap to toggle
because
setting.
we have the possibility to have the vibration if the phone is not in the correct angle.
Take picture button.
Take a pic.
Field of view report button. Add picture from library button. Batch mode is off button. OCR language button. Current selection English. Document type button. Multi-column.
Here we go.
Select profile button. Current selection photo manual. Select profile.
So it's
button.
quietly the same thing, all right?
Current selection photo manual.
And then I'll just go ahead and take a pic.
OC batch add picture no report of information. Field of view report take picture button.
Take picture. Here we go. So I'll put the iPhone in the center of my document. Raise it. Double click.
Take picture. Back button. Shocked by dismissal. Termination. Pause button. Maz Foreman, the Ottawa Hospital's chief pharmacist, has been CHSM Street with a
Okay,
PhD
that's
1 and
better.
PHILDS.
And I have an option with iOS. I can double tap with two finger to pause the reading, then double tap with two finger again to resume.
Chief physicist has been terminated for ONH's job at the
And options are very similar to what we have with Android.
Maz
So
Foreman
the text
was shocked. Say more of LLE. Previous sentence button. Play but next sentence
and
next stage.
all the
Document
same
language,
options.
Speed button. Speed button.
All right.
Current
So
selection.
I think this is it
50%.
for KNFB. Maybe we can talk about the next step right now.
So the next app is called Prismo Go. So this is a free app. However, it does have some in-app purchases, some subscription as well. So with that, you can have OCR online, and you can buy features separately, or you can buy a subscription to have all features available. But we'll cover that later. So you might need an internet connection in order for certain features to work.
If you're using the online OCR feature, you'll need an internet connection. However, the app also offers for free an offline OCR feature. And why you can purchase some subscription, it's because you can either purchase some credit for the online OCR feature that will offer a better character recognition, or this app will also allows you to translate the text you've just scanned. So I'll go ahead and open it.
Just press record. Prismo Go. Double tap.
There we go.
Scene description button.
So what we have here
Import image. Take picture. English. Stabilization.
A couple
Flash,
of buttons.
off. Application settings. Button. Application settings. Button.
So the application settings, maybe we'll go there a bit later on.
Flash. Off. Button. Stabilization.
The flash.
On. Button.
The stabilization,
Import image.
it's a button that will allow the camera to grab a couple of image, and if you're moving, you'll have the possibility to have a better quality of image. So that's the use of the stabilization. Let's continue.
Import image. Button.
Import image. Yes, you can import an image from an existing file.
Scene description. Button.
The scene description. What is that? I'll just go ahead and raise my phone. You'll see instantly what it is.
Detecting text. Rotate 19° left. 54 lines of text are visible. Text coverage is 97%. Angle with gravity is 9 degrees.
So, you have information regarding the position of the camera, and the quality of the information is much better than what you can have with KNFB Reader. Okay, let's continue.
Scene description. Scene
And
description.
that's all. Okay, so I'll go ahead and take a pic of text right now.
Take picture. Button. Heading.
Take picture. Let's go ahead.
Take picture. Heading. I key. Pause. Button. By dismissal. Termination by Ottawa Hospital. Painful experience. Man, the Ottawa Hospital's chief ethicist, has been dismissed from height for a PhD in moral philosophy. He has worked at the hospital for almost. Chief ethicist has been terminated for.
So I can use the double tap with two finger to pause the reading.
From his job at the hospital.
Double tap with two finger again to resume. So
Reading
I'll go
voice.
ahead
Play.
and
Button. Reading
show
voice.
you the different
By
options you'll
dismissal.
have.
I key. SD. Reading voice. Alex. English. United
So
States.
you can
Button.
select the reading voice from there.
Play. Button. Play. Reading.
Play,
I key.
pause.
STD and. I key.
The text
STD.
is here.
Read. Play. Button. Copy.
All
Button.
right.
Translate.
And then in
English.
the bottom,
Reading speed. 100%. Button.
so the reading speed,
English. Button.
the language,
Translate. Button.
you'll have the possibility to translate,
Copy. Button. Share. Button.
copy, and share.
Return to camera. Button.
Or
Upgrade. Upgrade to enable text export. Smart
information
interactions.
to return to
Translation.
camera.
And upgrade.
So
Upgrade
I'll
to
just
enable
click on
Restore.
upgrade to
Button.
show you the different plans available.
Manage purchases. Heading. Done. Button. Premium plan. Unlock all features, plus text translation in 59 languages. Includes Bullet Unlimited text translation, Bullet all export pack features, Bullet Unlimited cloud OCR units. Subscribe. Button. Export pack. Enable copy/paste and text sharing, as well as direct interactions such as dialing a number, opening an address, and more. Purchase. Button. Cloud OCR
Okay.
units. Get improved accuracy, more languages, and handwriting recognition. English. Cloud OCR requires an internet connection and each request consumes 1 unit. Purchase. Button.
Even handwriting recognition. So that's pretty cool.
Cloud OCR export.
Let's
Premium
click
done.
on
Button.
the premium
plan.
pack.
Unlock all. Selected. Manage purchase. Premium plan provides text translation in 59 languages, in addition to all export pack features, text copy/paste interactions, as well as unlimited cloud OCR units, more accurate OCR and handwriting.
All right.
Monthly subscription. Heading. Subscribe. $29. Button.
Pretty cool.
Yearly subscription. Heading. Subscribe. Save 35%. $9.99. Button.
So $9.99 for a complete year of functionality. So that's pretty cool.
Restore previous
and,
purchases. Button.
If you're
Restore
purchasing
button.
separate pack, it's going to be less expensive for sure. What's next?
This is an app developed by Microsoft called Seeing AI.
This is a free app. Before I'll go ahead and open this one, I'll just say a quick word about HandVision. This is a pay app that offer very similar feature to the Seeing AI app provided by Microsoft. Some features are interesting in HandVision. You'll have support, but really at this time, Seeing AI, since a couple of months, it is free and really interesting. So I'll show you this app first of all, and maybe
Cloud
if you
OCR
want
units.
more, maybe you can check about HandVision. I'll not show this app right now, but a demonstration is available for it.
Sonic.
So let's
Doc.
go
Pick.
ahead
Sony Sonic.
and
Prismo Go. Just press rec. Nearby. Seeing AI. Drop up. Seeing AI.
open
Double tap to
CMAI.
open.
Double clicking.
Menu. Button.
The first time you'll open this app, you'll have a tutorial for each channel. We'll see right now what are channels and what you can use them for. First item is the menu that will allows you to perform some settings.
Quick help. Button.
Quick help if you need assistance.
Pause announcements. Button.
Pause to pause the reading and pause the announcement.
Channel. Short text.
And
Adjustable.
the channel.
Swipe up or down with one finger to adjust the value.
So you'll have to swipe up or down to adjust. And the first one is short text. I'll come back to it in a couple of seconds, just the time to show you channels.
Document.
So swiping up, document,
Product.
product,
Person.
persons.
Currency preview.
What is person, by the way? It's the possibility to have face recognition. So you can, let's say that I'll grab my
One
phone.
face near. Take picture. Button.
Oops.
Zero face. One face near right edge 1 foot away.
Okay.
Zero faces.
So this is my face, and then I remove my iPhone, and you can assign a name to each face. So this is face recognition. Let's continue.
Pause announcements. Switch to front channel. Person. Edge channel. Currency preview.
Currency for the money.
Recognizing. Pause announcements. Recognizing Canadian dollars. Button.
So you'll have the possibility to recognize, I think, Canadian as well as US and maybe a couple more.
Channel. Currency scene preview. Take picture. Button.
What is seen? I'll just go ahead and take a pic right now. You'll see.
Processing. A screenshot of a computer.
Here we go, because I grabbed my big screen in front of me.
Close. Close. A screenshot. Close. Button.
And by the
Close.
way,
Take picture.
Most of these channels require internet to work.
You're right. I know that short text don't need internet to
Does
work,
not.
but for the document, we'll see it a bit later. Yes, many of them requires internet. Yes, that's a fact to mention.
Channel. Scene preview. Color preview.
Color
Brown.
preview. You'll just have to point the
Gray
camera
and brown.
and
White.
you should have a description
Gray.
of the color. However, this
Black and
is
gray.
experimental.
Brown.
And make sure to take a couple of shots before having a great idea of the color of an object. So let's continue.
Handwriting preview.
Handwriting. Yes, right now you can have the possibility to scan handwriting text using this app for free. It's gonna scan only English text and the text should be right side up.
Light.
Light.
It detects the light intensity.
Correct. So right now I'm in front of my computer screen. I'll close it. Here we go. Turning on. So you can detect the light this way.
Light.
And that's the last channel. So I'll come back to the
Short text. Short text.
short text channel, and then I have the same document. And then I don't need to take any kind of picture to have a reading of the text. So let's just raise the iPhone.
When you do this with Seeing AI, you cannot save the document that
No.
you scan.
Yes, correct. It's read and listen. That's it. No possibility to export at this time. Correct. So let's go ahead. I'll raise my phone.
Street 4 of A. He sends Tetra. Hawked by Disney termination by Ottawa Hospital bullet painful expert. S. Foreman, the Ottawa Hospital's chief ethicist, has been
And
dismissed.
as
Street
soon
with a
as I'll
PhD in moral
move,
fee, he has worked at Job E. Job A. There. On in June of on Thursday,
you'll
Thomas
see
Foreman,
that
E. Hospital for almost
the
7
reading
years. Con.
will
Maitland.
start again.
Law advised he disc to. Re-expected Hans and up for. Grapples with developing.
I'll
Ian Boone.
point my
Foreman was
computer
a
screen.
Assistance in dying orientation. DC. Was. Enterpad. Lay. NSIS. A turpad. Le salon. Eva.
And-
NSIS. Enter SIS. Acrobat 12. Eva. 12. And Eva.
We can hear the
DC. Acrobat Reader DC.
There we
Volume.
go.
Calcy.
That's icon that I have right now on my desktop. So with the short text, if you're patient and you have a problem to resolve on a screen, you can bring your phone near the screen and have the possibility with the correct angle to read the text on a screen. So that's really interesting if you're having a bug with a computer, you'd like to read the screen in real time with a big screen, a 60 inches TV, or either a more than 40 inches, you'll have the possibility to have a comfortable reading of what's going on your screen. If you scan the screen from left to right with the camera, that's pretty useful. What's document?
Channel. Document.
This is the document channel. That's a bit different.
Take picture. But quick help. But take
So,
picture.
Take
Button.
picture. I'll just go ahead and raise my phone.
No edges visible.
You have some
edges
information
visible.
regarding the position of the camera, but
No edges visible.
this is very random information. It's not comparable to KNFB or to the information we just heard with Prismogo. Even if I can hear no edge are visible, there's not enough light here, by the way,
Take picture,
right now.
button.
Okay, I'll just go ahead
Take
and
picture,
raise
button.
my phone,
No edges visible.
and I'll click take,
Take
picture.
picture.
By
No
the
edges
way,
processing. Back button. Scan result. Heading. By Disney Terminafton by Ottawa Hospital by Pinefall. Man, the Ottawa Hospital's chief ethicist, has been a PhD in moral philosophy. He has worked at the hospital. Ethicist has been terminated from his job at the H. Yours day, Thomas Foreman.
we grab the text. However, it's missing, I think, left side of the page, but we got it. Depending light condition, you'll have better result if you have more light.
Toulouse Network. Back button. Back menu button.
Let me now show you
Quick
the
help.
product
Take picture.
channel.
Pause announcement. Channel. Product.
That's something really interesting too. I'll show it to you with a frozen product that I picked up at the grocery store. And yes.
Processing.
Oh, there we go. I just point with
Macaroni
the-
and cheese.
Yeah, I just point with my camera the product with the QR code on it, and we've got it, macaroni and cheese.
Share button. Macaroni and cheese.
So this is a Michelina macaroni and cheese.
Close button.
Many US product, or a product available in multi grocery store, they'll be recognized with this app. Let's
Close
click
menu
close.
button.
Just want to make you hear a sound.
Processing.
Did you hear
Macaroni and cheese. Share. Macaroni. Close button. Close. Menu
that? Let's
button.
try again. This sound. Oh,
Processing. Macaroni and cheese.
when
Close
you'll
button.
be
Close
near
button.
the
Close.
QR code,
Menu button. Processing. Macaroni and cheese. Close button. Close. Menu button.
this is the sound that indicate you that you're near the QR. There we go. Think you can hear it right now? That's the small sound that indicate that you're near a QR, so you just need to
Processing.
move a bit,
Macaroni and cheese.
and then it will scan the QR code for you.
Close.
So that's
close
pretty cool.
button.
I've tried with
Menu button.
macaroni from Michelina, a couple of pizza. I've tried it with peanut butter, Saint-Hubert product, and much more.
So Seeing AI is very a good app. Unfortunately, as we said in the podcast, it is only available on iOS. And we don't know if an Android version will be released.
I know they are working on one. I know that they are working on an Android version, and they should release one soon. But we don't have any
that's good to know.
timeline.
That's good to know. Looking forward to that. And so now we talk about mobile applications, but in the third part of the podcast, we will focus about physical reading machines that exist on the market.
Yes, and stay with us. It's coming in just a moment.
So maybe let's start off with Sarah, which is a device made by Freedom Scientific.
Yes, that's one of the first standalone reading machine device. It was designed by Freedom Scientific a couple of years ago. What it's like, it's, let's say, a flat surface, metal flat surface. I don't know if you hear it in the microphone. And at the back of this plate, there is a pearl camera fixed to it with 2 screws, and you have a page guide where you can put the sheet to be perfectly aligned. If you are working with a CCTV magnifier, it can be similar, like especially for the plate, without the camera. And on the front, you have several big buttons like arrow keys, confirm key, scan, read, menu, and help key, and a couple of control on the front of the Sarah: power button, volume, and speed rate adjust. The Sarah is mostly designed, it's a standalone unit, so if you're having some difficulties using, let's say, a mobile device or a computer, Sarah can be the perfect unit for you. So without any further ado, I'll go ahead and turn the Sarah on. There we go. So it's now powering up. There we go. Just load the volume a bit during the time it's turning on. Sorry, the quality of the audio board and this kind of unit is not perfect. You know, it's a cheap audio board, so when plugging it into a mixer, it's sometimes doing bad sound.
Welcome to Sarah. Samantha is the current reading voice. Press the scan key, located at the top left of the keypad, to scan. Press the read key, located directly below the scan key, to begin reading. Press the help key, located at the bottom right of the keypad, followed by any key, to learn what it does. New document.
Here we go. So now we are ready to scan. Maybe I'll go ahead and put a page of text just on the flatbed scanner. Like, not a flatbed scanner, but a flatbed, and the camera is on the top of it. First of all, I'll turn on the camera light, like we did with the Pearl. So if you listen to the episode about OCR Windows devices or technologies, you'll see how works Pearl.
Camera light enabled.
There we go. And then I'll press the scan key.
09/19/2016 0046 fax. Sense tighter chief ethicist shocked by dismissal, termination by Ottawa Hospital, painful experience. Foreman says Canadialog Thomas Foreman, the Ottawa Hospital's chief ethicist, has been dismissed from his job. A clinical ethicist with a PhD
then I have a
in
play
moral
stop key or play pause. There we go.
philosophy.
And I can navigate by line.
He has worked at the hospital, has been terminated, reached by phone on Thursday. Philosophy, who has
By
worked
word.
at the who has worked at the hospital.
Let's spell this word.
Hospital. Hotel, Oscar, Sierra, Papa, India, Tango, Alpha, Lima. Hospital, HOSPITAL.
So I have many ways to make a word spelled to me.
Okay, and what about the cost of Sarah?
Sarah, as well as other reading machine, it's around $2,000. So if you'd like a special quotation for a standalone reading device, you can contact us, and depending on your need, depending what you're looking for, we can provide you an official quotation for this, but expect something around $2,000 for Sarah. C.
And you said it's a pretty old product, a couple of years. Can you still buy one today?
Yes, it's still available. Freedom Scientific started providing Sarah many years ago. However, this product is still available for sales. Regarding upgrade, there's not a lot because the main purpose of Sarah, it's a reading machine. When it's built, it's built. We'll have to upgrade the Sarah unit. Let's see if we'd like to add some languages, if we'd like to modify things like this. But usually it's the same firmware, the same features, same functionalities. By the way, when purchasing Sarah, you'll have access to many books for free, copyrighted free books that are available directly inside Sarah. You can also use Sarah to read some DZ book or audio files.
Just to clarify, when you're speaking about upgrades, you're speaking about software update. Like there is no Sarah 2, for example. You were speaking about software update. Just clarify here too.
Yes, I was speaking about the software update, right? However, 2 editions of Sarah exist. The camera edition, the one we're talking about right now, and previously to this edition, a Sarah without camera, like a flatbed scanner, was launched. However, it's not really popular. But even with the camera edition, I think I've grabbed since 3 or 4 years only one software update that I need to install. But most person who purchase a standalone reading machine, they don't have any computer, they don't have any mobile device. So most part of the time, they'll be unable to build the USB key used to update the Sarah unit.
So you scan the document, and can you save this? How does it work?
Sure, I can save the document. Sarah has an internal memory made for approximately 100,000 pages of text. There's no size in gigabyte in the documentation, unfortunately. If you're running out of memory, you can also use a USB stick. Let's go into the menu.
File. Submenu.
By pressing menu key.
Go to.
Then,
File.
opening
Submenu.
file menu with the right arrow.
New document. Open
Going
document.
down.
Open from media. Play audio. Public domain book. Close document. Save.
Let's click save. So enter. Select
Record
the
file
joystick.
name. Press the scan record key and start recording after the beep.
Okay.
Or press the left arrow to cancel.
Prompt to record a file name. My little test of the day. My little test of the day.
Press the selector key to accept recording, or press the red scan record key to try again.
Okay, perfect. Let's accept the recording. Enter.
Leaving menus. Document saved.
And it's done. So from now on, I can
File.
go into
Submenu.
file.
Go to New document. Open document.
There we go. Voici un fichier. My little test of the day. There we go. Then pressing enter.
My Leaving little menus.
Test of the day. And start reading.
Hospital for almost 7 years. Confirmed that he was.
Okay, it start reading where I was previously located because I was already in the document itself.
So maybe you could show us, like now we have Samantha, but do we have Eloquence? Do we have other voices?
We don't have Eloquence, but yes, we have different other voices. Let's
File. Submenu.
go into the menu.
Go to Voice Settings. Submenu.
Voice setting menu.
Reading voice.
Reading
Submit.
voice.
Voice rate. Voice selection.
Then voice selection.
Samantha, United States.
Let's go down.
Jennifer, United States.
Jill, United States.
Tom, United States.
Lee, Australia.
Daniel, United Kingdom.
Emily, United Kingdom.
Serena, United Kingdom.
Oh, wow.
Sangeeta, India.
Bottom of list.
And this is it.
Sangeeta, India.
So yes, I have a couple of voice. Now I can leave the menu without performing any changes
Leaving
by
menus.
just pressing the menu key. And regarding other settings, we have the possibility to scan multi-pages like open book. We have the the motion detection from the camera. Also have the possibility to divide columns like open book. And what else? I think it's I think we covered most part of the main feature.
Yeah, it can scan in French as well.
Yes, and several languages. Several languages are available that you can go and enable them into the menu. So yes, you have a voice for different languages. So if you're scanning Spanish, German, you'll have the possibility to select the appropriate language.
The menus are only in English.
Yeah. Only in English for now. I think, however, there's a Spanish version, but no French one.
Speaking of French menus and French one, the next device that you're going to tell us about does not, at least in the setup that you have it, does not have an English menu. You can install one, but it's hard to do?
Yeah, it's a bit hard to do because I need to flash the entire firmware, and the device was set up in French. However, it is possible to read English text with it. But yes, I don't want to flash the firmware and ask for a new license, etc., etc. However, the device we're talking about is called the HiPal Roll. And if you want this device in English, for sure it is possible. Just before we switch to HiPal, I just want to clarify that with Sarah, you can use a Braille display and Freedom Scientific Braille displays that can connect via USB. Behind the Sarah, you have 4 USB ports, one for the camera, let's say one for a Braille display, and you can also connect an USB stick behind the Sarah. And also for low vision users, you'll have the possibility to connect a monitor to Sarah to be able to read enlarged text.
Great. So just before we go ahead and talk about iPal, I just want to clarify that it can be confusing with iPad, but it is spelled EYEPAL.
Correct. Yes, you're right, because many persons are confusing between iPal and iPad. Yeah, but iPal like an I. And there's a different model. The one that I have right here is the iPal Roll without any screen. However, some iPal are also available with a screen for low vision users. iPal were designed by ABC, and Freedom Scientific purchased this society back 3 years ago approximately. So right now this is a product available at Canadialog and that Freedom Scientific own. Let's turn on the iPal.
Menu principal. Scanner et lire est actuellement sélectionné. Utilisez la molette de droite pour défiler vers les autres éléments. Appuyez sur la touche action pour confirmer votre choix.
Alright, so the iPal is now turned on, and like Olivier said previously, the iPal is right now in French just because it's a bit hard to change the firmware. However, I've selected an English voice, so we'll be able to hear text read correctly with an English voice. So maybe I can explain you the menu really quickly. So first item is scan and read. By the way, physically, it's a device. It's a portable device, not really portable, but it's in plastic. It's approximately the size of a lunchbox. You know, you put the unit stand up, and when you scan a paper, you place the sheet just in front of the unit, and 2 cameras will capture the text. It's a special design. 2 wheels, one on the left, one on the right. you have a big button on the top, which is the menu button, and a kind of joystick, like a 4 button in a round with OK select at the center that will allows you to read some text and navigate into the text. So it's a special design, but it's a good device. So I'll move forward into the menu using the right wheel. So first item, scan and read.
Gestion de documents.
Okay, so file manager.
Calendrier.
Here's the calendar.
Horloge.
Clock.
Réglage.
Settings.
Aide.
Help. And this is it. So not so much item. I'm just rolling up to go and select
Scanner et lire.
scan and read. Then I'll press the selector key.
Appuyez sur la touche scanner pour lire une page.
Here we go. Then I'll press the scan key. There's a button also on the top of the unit, the menu button and the scan key. So let's go ahead and press scan. Processing right now.
The 19th of September 2016, 046 fax. Subtitter. Chief ethicist shocked by dismissal. Termination by Ottawa Hospital painful experience. Foreman. Says Canadialog Thomas Foreman. The Ottawa Hospital's chief ethicist has been dismissed from his job. A clinical ethicist with a PhD in moral philosophy. He has worked at the hospital for almost 7 years. The Ottawa Hospital's chief ethicist has been terminated from his job at the hospital. Reached by phone on Thursday, Thomas Foreman, a clinical ethicist with a PhD in moral philosophy who has worked at the hospital for almost 7 years, confirmed that he was dismissed on Wednesday. Effective.
Perfect. I'll press the play stop key, and then I can navigate in the text by word.
Immediately, Foreman said his lawyer has advised him that.
All right, I can navigate by
DT has been
line.
a pain. Hospital ethicists are expected to get involved in.
Débit de parole modifié.
I can slow down
Débit de parole modifié.
the speech rate
The hospital also confirmed that Foreman
using the left wheel. This is it for reading.
has one air, and for his the
I
team
can
will
use
continue to
right
put the
wheel
hospital
to
Foreman
scroll by
Fortune
line,
declined to. Foreman
etc.,
remains the director
etc.,
of the Champlain
etc.
Center for.
Okay,
Foreman
pressing
remains the
the
director.
stop key.
So the iPad is around $2,000 as well, right?
Correct. Yes, same thing. Around depending the model you're looking for. If you're looking for a model with a screen for a portable device or more a desktop device, yes, around this.
Now you have another device that you wanted to talk about that you don't have with you. So you don't have a demonstration to make, but it's called the Clear Reader. Maybe you can tell us more.
Yes, it's a device that is available. It's a more a desktop device. You know, maybe some of you saw a Ghetto Blaster. It's approximately the same size with a camera on the front. It's a very simple device because if you are not familiar with technology, you'll have a power button, a scan button, and the machine will do the rest. If you are a more experienced user, you can then plug a special keyboard. It's not a keyboard used to write down some text, but it's a keyboard like a joystick or a game controller you'll use to play. So it's approximately the same size, and this small keyboard will allow you to perform some additional actions like saving documents, navigating into text. But if you're just a person looking for a device that will allow you to read printed material like paper mail, newspaper, magazines, receipts, etc., it can be the perfect tool for you. And it's the same price range if you compare it to Sarah or iPal.
And you also wanted to tell us about a product that is not sold by Canadialog. It's called Orcam. I believe this is a camera which you put on glasses, and basically it reads text when you point it.
Correct. OrCam was designed especially for blind and low vision users. It's a camera that you attach to a pair of glasses. Even if you are totally blind, OrCam provides glasses that you can wear to fix the camera on them. It's a device that will allows you to take a photo of text and have it to you read it out loud. OrCam also integrate object detection as well as face recognition. This is a device, and that's why I'd like to talk about it a little bit. It's a device that we are hearing about since, let's say, approximately 2 years, and OrCam start commercializing this device. It's an interesting device regarding technology behind it. It's pretty cool. However, the way it works for a totally blind person, you need to place your face in the right direction of the text. You need to fix the text, and then the camera will be able to grab a pic of it. However, if you never saw some text or never read, you'll have a lot of difficulties placing the text right in front of you and in the correct angle so the camera can pick the text and read it to you. However, if you're a partially sighted person, it's going to be really easier for you to do it. And there's a feature inside the OrCam that allows you to point a block of text with your finger, and then OrCam can grab this text and analyze it and read it to you out loud. However, the thing is, in a public environment, you'll find many different texts, and if you have enough vision to be able to see that a text is around you, but you can't read it yourself, yes, you can point it out and OrCam will do the rest for you. However, if you are totally blind, yes, you can try and catch, like point some text, have it to you, read it. If the text is on a paper in front of you, yes, sometimes it can give you some indication. That's true. However, if you are on a street corner waiting for a bus, want to know the time schedule for this bus, where is located the text? You have no idea where it's located. So even if you're trying to point, following the gestures available with OrCam, you'll have a lot of difficulties. And compared to, let's say, seeing eyes that we talked before in this podcast, you'll have the possibility to scan with your iPhone approximately the same thing by just pointing the camera. But rest assured that for like a partially sighted person or for somebody who have a low vision, that's a really interesting tools. That's really interested. We have tested it in a McDonald's, with the new touchscreen. You can order a lunch by yourself. Somebody who have enough vision to see where text is written down, he can point his finger to text and have it read it to him out loud. So it's fantastic for this kind of screen if you have enough vision. But for a blind person, even if you try to point, you'll point a lot of time before being able to read the appropriate block of text you'd like to read. That's a small point about OrCam. I know that they are still improving the system, and that's really great. We need to follow this kind of technologies, and for sure I'll stay tuned. But right now they have a lot of progress to do. Just at when we performed the test last summer, between the pair of glasses, like the small camera, and the microprocessor, there's a cable attached. And this cable is really annoying and disturbing. Right now, I know that they remove it, and that's really, really a great idea. But they need to improve the piece of hardware before we go further. At this time, this device is not commercialized by Canadialog, but I just want to clarify some things about OrCam, the way it works, and what you can do with it. Regarding object recognition, with the version with tests this summer, I think the new version will be different, but this version we've tested, you need to learn OrCam to recognize an object before it can do it by itself. So it's just a small point of information about it, but rest assured that if they are doing more development, it's going to be something that I'll let you know about. But if you're a user with a low vision and want to use this kind of device, I think it's a real good device. You can for sure go for it. However, for a totally blind person, it needs a bit of work again.
So that concludes this mini-series about OCR technology. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us. We always like to hear from you.
Yeah, sure. And if you need some training, if you have questions, want to evaluate a device, that's for sure something that we can do. And don't hesitate to contact us, even if you just got a brand new computer, want a bit of training, want to discuss about it. It's going to be a pleasure for us to talk with you.
Yeah, and we like to hear from your feedback that you gave us for our podcast as well.
Yes.
Apparently, no, go ahead.
Yes, and we are receiving more than ever feedback, so that's pretty cool.
And apparently, people are loving the discussions podcast that we have, like this one. So if you have suggestions, don't hesitate to contact us.
Sure. So if you'd like that we go ahead and discuss about something, whatever, let us know. And for sure, we'll be able to organize other discussions like this. I'll be working on maybe soon a new system. I don't know if I'll be able to implement this to have a better sound quality, but maybe this summer we'll be able to do a discussion soon around a big barbecue. Never know.
Yeah, at home it would be nice.
Yeah, sure. So for sure we'll try to organize a couple of these this summer.
It's always a pleasure to talk to you, Alex.
It is too.
So wherever you might be, thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful day or night.
Hope you appreciate this episode and talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Before the end of this podcast, I would like to say thank you for your loyalty to this series of podcasts on assistive technologies. I would also like to thank our loyal collaborator. As a reminder, I would like to inform you that Canadialog will not provide free technical support on product presented during these shows and that are not sold directly by Canadialog. Please note that our podcasts are now available on our website, YouTube, iTunes, as well as on Victor devices by consulting the North American English suggested podcast list from Humanware. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can contact us via email at podcastwitness@canadialog.com. That is PODCASTS at CANADIALOG.com, or by phone on our toll-free number at 1-888-730-0003. Again, 1-888-730-0003, extension 555. I also invite you to visit our website, which contains a lot of useful information at www.canadialog.com. You can also visit us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thanks for listening.